in disarray, but it was also covered in blood. Forensic experts collected samples and sent them to the lab, hoping the evidence they collected would bring them closer to solving the case. At the time this crime occurred, DNA analysis was in its infancy when it came to criminology, but it had already been used to help solve several cases. The lab in Seattle completed the analysis and found 3 blood samples: Jay's, Tanya's, and a sample belonging to an unidentified man. Since the FBI's DNA database didn't exist yet, it was impossible to identify the unknown male without a direct comparison, basically a sample from someone to compare it to. This did, however, make investigators realize that Jay was most likely not involved in the murder, and they stopped considering him the main suspect. However, now they faced several more questions where he was concerned. Was he still alive, and where was he? Unfortunately, it didn't take long for them to uncover the answers to those questions. On November 26, a group of friends had gone hunting just a handful of miles from Seattle. While they were walking near a bridge over a little river, they saw a body in the bushes and immediately contacted the police. Detectives quickly identified the body as that of Jay Cook. Jay's body showed many bruises, and he appeared to have been strangled to death. Given the brutality of the attack, investigators even considered the possibility that the perpetrator might have known the young man and had a personal motive. Detectives also thought that Jay may have been killed first, since his remains were found close to Seattle. They thought the perpetrator then drove his girlfriend in the van almost all the way back to the Canadian border, killed her, and left her body in the woods. Medical experts also found traces of semen on Tanya's body, and DNA analysis revealed that it belonged to the same male whose blood was found inside the van, but his identity remained a mystery. While these discoveries were being made, detectives were working on reconstructing Tanya and Jay's route using the receipts in the van to help them establish a timeline. After the couple took their first ferry from Victoria, Canada to Port Angeles, they stopped to buy some food from a store and then headed in the direction of Seattle. Jay, however, apparently missed their turn for the quickest route. This was proven by a receipt from a store in the town of Hoodsport and the statement of the clerk in the store, who saw a couple matching their description and recalled they asked for directions to the ferry crossing. Detectives also got an interesting insight from the clerk. She believed that a man in a brown raincoat was following Jay and Tanya. He went into the store shortly after they did, and he left right after they had. Unfortunately, she didn't see where the unknown man went after he left. The next timestamp receipt showed that the couple had visited a store in the town of Allen, and after that they went to a ferry that would take them across the water to Seattle and bought